Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guest, man.
Today we have two fine Irishmen on the show. We have Brian the Pikeman Moore and the undefeated Ciaran Clarke. Lads, how are we getting on?
We're all good. Well, I'm good anyway. I don't know, I can't speak for Ciaran, but I'm a good form anyway.
All's good.
Look, you're never in bad form, Brian. You're never in bad form. Ciaran, what about yourself?
All's good here, lads. Same old. Just the body's a bit broke up from the training, but I'm sure we're all the same here at this stage now.
Nothing new there.
Yeah.
Nothing new at all. Guys, not long now. We're in fight month. Brian, tell us this. How's preparations going for you, and how excited are you to right the wrongs of the last two fights?
Yeah, preparation has been going great. You know, I've obviously kept a lot of things in place that have worked well for me. So obviously, you know, with the guys up in SPG and with my coach for forever now, John. But back down in Wexford here, that I've had a lot more training partners, been able to bring them into my own home gym. You know, we have a good crew of jiu-jitsu guys, but two new striking coaches. You know, I'm working, you know, tirelessly with them. We're doing a lot more efficient work, and can't wait to put that on display. I always felt like my striking was at a high level, but I think I've hit a different level for this one again. So, you know, excited now, and I've, like you said, trying to right two wrongs. You know, my last fight, I still feel like I done enough, but doing enough isn't enough. You know, I'm looking to put this guy away early.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
We like to hear. And Ciaran, tell us this: do you feel more pressure for a show now? You know, you've been slated on the main card. You're bringing the big men's numbers down. You're undefeated. Do you feel like there's more pressure on you on this fight than there has been in the previous?
Yeah, definitely. Of course. I mean, every fight you keep winning and doing well, and every fight's going to be more pressure. But it's only the pressure I put myself in. And but yeah, don't get me wrong. It's high stakes and that, but it just makes the win more sweeter. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, this is going to be fifth fight for arena, so getting fairly comfortable there now. So
That's one thing is for sure. Like the Tree Arena is absolutely mental. Anytime it's for a Bellator Dublin event, like you've both competed on Bellator Dublin cards before, but like, what about this one will be different to the rest? Brian, you can go first, bud.
I love the card from top to bottom. You know, I think it's a really fucking exciting card. The matchups are insane. You know, from the very first fight to the last fight. But Bellator always deliver for Irish shows. You know, but it gathers momentum. You know, I remember fighting main event against AJ, and that was a big fight, and that was a great card. But things have just escalated in a good way. You know, the Irish fans are, you know, they're famous now for the noise that they make in the Tree Arena. You know, and it just keeps growing, and more people are getting on board. And you can see the promotion Bellator have put into this event alone. You know, we're excited as fuck for this. You know, and like I said, it's like what, 3 weeks away? Is it 3? You know, I wish it was this weekend. You know, it's so exciting to, no matter who you are, whether you're the biggest superstar in the sport, it's a privilege to fight in front of that crowd in that Tree Arena.
Ciaran, what about yourself, bud?
Yeah, like Brian said, I mean, from top to bottom, it's all the fights are unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to them. It's I think the Irish crowd, and even like yourselves and stuff, are all the fans in the sense that the fights hit the ground or anything like that, when you get a takedown, they're cheering and the whole lot. Whereas you go with the other countries, then they're just looking for you to slog it out. And so that's what I think it makes the Irish fans unique, and obviously getting behind their own. I mean, no matter who you are from the country, everybody's getting behind you. So
yeah, I also do think, Baz, that it is with these guys in particular, and with a lot of the Irish fighters, they do bring exciting styles. Like where were you when Ciaran Clarke made that come from behind rear naked choke win? Like, that was unbelievable. And you know, Brian Moore, the Irish Canelo, you know, that uppercut is absolutely legendary. Like, people love to watch these guys fight, and I think the guys bring it, and that adds the atmosphere.
Yeah, big time. And I was only, you know, when you had me and Ciaran on there, I was only looking down for the card, and you know, if I was a betting man, I would put myself down for knockout tonight and Ciaran for submission, and I feel that's the way it's going to go. Like, and me and Ciaran, I must say, like, we got the biggest reception the last time Bellator, you know, came, so we're going to do the same again. But now we've a lot more lads as well on the card that are going to bring the house down. Like, the roof is going to be fucking blown off this place.
Typical. Very typical. There's something about a Bellator Dublin card that people just have to watch. It's almost like a Super Bowl. People that don't even like really watch MMA or anything are always tuning in, watching the crowd going absolutely viral and being like, "Fuck's sake, I wish I was there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird thing because like I fought on a few Bellator Dublin shows. I've been a fan. I've been fucking. I've had the best seat in the house, and I watched it on telly. But like, I remember I was about to go. My car broke down, so I was sulking at home looking at it. But I mean, it's a special night. But you know, you got to experience it live, I feel, as well. You know what I mean? If you're in that crowd, you feel a part of something massive, something fucking enormous. And I fought in different places all across the world. There's nothing that comes close to it. It's really hard to describe. And when you're looking at it on TV and you can hear the roar in the crowd and the fucking viral videos and all that, that's amazing. But being in there, being a spectator and being a fighter, whatever like that, it's super special. It's when we look back at our career, we'll be looking back and remembering those nights, and that's a fact.
Yeah, Bellator mean business when they have Brian Moore and Ciaran Clarke's faces all over the Lewis as well, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. Ciaran, tell us this. What was your face and your initial reaction when you saw you on the Lewis?
Yeah, I hadn't a notion about that, lads, at all. I literally, some fella I knew, he lives above in Dublin, and he sent me a picture, and I thought he said, "You're on the Lewis," and I said, deadly, and I thought it'd be a little small poster with Queely and all the lads, and if like I'd be little face down the bottom or something, and then next the photo with me in the big portrait, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get over, and I used to be getting them Lewis's the train and then dodging the boys, you know what I mean? And next layer.
That fella always paid his fare. Say nothing.
Yeah, say nothing.
I'm actually thinking
Tell us this, Brian. Besides your own and Ciaran's fight, as a fan, which fight are you looking forward to watching most yourself?
Let me see. I'm like one of my closest friends on the team is Queely, and I've been plaguing him to fight Benson Henderson for as long as what I mean. It's a fight I've always wanted to see. I really feel like Peter does very well against southpaws. Benson obviously has an excellent grappling game, but I think he's going to find it very hard to get Peter down. It's just a very interesting setup or matchup, and that's a fight I'm super excited to see. Obviously, people want to see Romero. I just can't wait to see Romero in the flesh to see what the fuck he actually looks like. You know what I mean? He looks like a superhero. So, I probably feel like shit standing beside him. But I'm interested to see him. But look, there's a lot of good cards. I can't wait to see Azil. He looks tremendous in training. And that's on the prelims. There's a lot of guys. Obviously, Ciaran, every time he fights, I'm tuning in for that because the likes of Ciaran and to name more, but Ciaran and Danny Nealon. I know she's not on this card, but the two of them are my kind of people. They work so fucking hard. They put their head down and work, and I just love seeing the results of that. And Ciaran's running away with the thing, and he should be very proud of his career, and that's what I really want to get behind, and that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, we also can't wait to see. Ciaran, you go ahead.
Yeah, who are you looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, no, I mean, from top to bottom, I'm looking forward to everybody, but I'd have to agree with Brian. Definitely Peter Queely's fight is probably the most interesting to me, fan-wise, to be watching it. I think Peter has a style. I mean, I think Benson will try and make it a boring fight, keep him on the outside, calf kick him, but I think Peter will have that blitzing, striking style to come forward and catch him, and he knows he's great takedown defense. He doesn't have to worry, but not that he doesn't have to worry, but he'll be switching, and I'm really looking forward to that one. And yeah, Aziel and Dara Kelly as well. It's some monsters there in the gym training at the minute, and obviously myself, Brian, doing our rounds today. I mean, pushing each other on. I'm really to put my finger on one fight, it probably would be Peter's, just because it's such a big fight for him,
Yeah, even that entrance. And shout out to Kenny, Carl, and Pedro as well. We cannot wait to see it. Lads, like, what's this sort of atmosphere? Like, I'm sure there's group text going around in the build-up to a Bellator Dublin. What's sort of the vibe? Because everyone knows it's just like the hottest ticket in town on September the 23rd.
Yeah, well, look, in the gym, we're all buzzing for this, and I've been part of SPG for a long time, and we've fought on, there's been a large number of us fighting on cards, and we're always able to hit a different level, I feel. Do you know what I mean? We're always trying to push each other hard, and get the better, and you're going against guys that are kind of peaking. So, the buzz for it is huge. But like, just even on like, my fucking phone, people look, where can I get tickets? And I just have to I copy and paste the ticket match. I'm like, that's where you can get tickets. Do you know what I mean? But it's everybody wants a ticket for this because it's huge, and I think me and Ciaran are lucky that Ciaran has had Wexford. There's people that travel up in numbers to see us. You know what I mean? And which is great because having that hometown support is huge, and like we get massive support from Dublin too. You know what I mean? So just grateful to have it, and how lucky are us Irish fighters to have, a venue and an event like a Bellator Dublin. Time and again, it's unmissable.
Yeah. I think once you walk out with the tricolour, like the crowd just goes nuts. It just does. Like they just love it, and especially if you have a walkout song that people can sing along to. Like it's a different gravy. It really is. It's
crazy. Like the support, the Irish supporters. Like, do you remember when? I don't know whether they're still going well, but I remember like Ireland done really well in cricket a few years ago. Now I don't care for cricket at all, but I was, come on lads, you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck about cricket? But it's just, what if you're Irish and you're doing well, you get behind your own. You know what I mean? We're just a loyal bunch, and I feel like when I'm fighting in front of the Irish crowd, that I feel like they're in there with me almost. That kind of way. They're doing all they can to support. It's fucking incredible. And like I said, I fought in different arenas, and you're kind of like, why is everything so quiet? It's fucking crazy, and it's madness. It's just but it's a great vibe. And like I said, it's just, you look back on this forevermore. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. It's like the women's hockey team, I think, was the thing. The O'Donovan brothers in rowing.
Rowing, yeah.
What was your man's name? Keane O'Connor. I think he was like doing the horse riding or whatever. Like, it doesn't actually matter. Like, as long as we're winning, like we're and you're flying the Irish flag, we're there.
Even the Irish women getting the qualifier for the World Cup as well.
Yeah, shout out to the girls. They're absolutely smashing it. Ciaran, obviously you've fought your entire Bellator career in the 3 Arena, which is insane. Are you looking to move out of the 3 Arena for your next fight?
Yeah, well, sorry. Apart from one, I fought in the Echo Arena, the very first event over there for Bellator. So I fought there once. Yeah, and before the fights, then were in the 3 Arena. So now, look, come here. As Brian said, it's a privilege to be fighting there. I mean, most people never get to fight in front of their home country's fans. I mean, just as Brian was saying, he hit the nail on the head. I don't say much more. I mean, you feel the energy in there, and when they're in there, you really do feel them in there with you. And every exchange they come the better of, or they're behind you and they're letting it roar, and it's unbelievable, really. But I definitely would love to get another one now outside of Ireland, just to as you were talking, there's a lot of pressure, and it's more, don't get me wrong, the win when it comes it's much sweeter, but I'd love to now get one outside, and just to even break into the States or another country in Europe, and just to be more active, really, because obviously I come twice a year to Ireland, so I'd love to get one in the summer, and just keep the ball rolling.
Brian, how's he get that done? What does he have to say to Jude Samuel? Like, you're one of the most experienced guys in the bantamweight division in Bellator. You fought, I think Moscow was your last out, and I think you've been to London, and stuff like that. How's he? Yeah. What's he say to him? What's he say to Jude Samuel to get the nod on one of the other cards?
All Ciaran needs to do is keep doing what Ciaran is doing. Simple as that. So he's on that trajectory where he's just smoking, guys, and he's going to keep doing that. And Bellator, don't forget, I think their home is Dublin, but they are an American company. They have a lot of their title fights in America. They will want to show Ciaran to the American audience before he challenges for a belt. So that's coming very quick. You know what I mean? He just needs to do what he's doing. Don't focus on anything else.
Yeah, 6-0 will be very undeniable. He should be able to call a shot and fight wherever he wants next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's inevitable. Like I said, all he has to do is keep doing what he's doing. They can't deny if you're winning, and he's winning in fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The after party won't be as good if it's not in Dublin, though.
Yeah, I suppose it won't be bad. It won't be a sweep. But look, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to let that man become Pitbull and let him be Mr. Worldwide.
Lads, before we wrap things up, we want to find out how you get the job done in the Tree Arena on the 23rd of December. Brian, you're taking on, Arvaldo Silva. How are you getting the job done in the Tree Arena, Brian?
I'm gonna knock his fucking head into the first row. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find his chin. I'm gonna put him asleep. Simple as that. The last fight I fought it like a chess match. You know, he was trying to counter me, I was trying to counter him, but I'm not going to throw caution, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get reckless, but I will find it, you know, and I'm going to put him away. I'm not letting half my purse get decided by 3 judges, never again, you know what I mean? And, you know, he leaves himself there, you know, he makes mistakes, and I'll capitalize on that. I'm going to knock him out.
And Ciaran, what about yourself, bud? Mr. Drogheda?
I'm expecting tough fight, lads, but I think I think I have a feeling, just the way my training's been going, how I've been feeling in form, I think it's going to be maybe a late second round finish, third round finish. I don't know how, but I feel the pressure will be too much, and I think, please God, I'll get the win second, third round.
That's what we'd like to see, Baz. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all in the build-up to the fight and see what you guys have in store for us. Shout out to all your training partners at SPG Ireland. I'm sure we'll have a few more of the lads on the show before Bellator Dublin rolls around. Best luck to the two of you, two absolute gents. A lot of time for the barriers and big fans of both of you. Jeez, there goes Ciaran Clarke. No time for the goodbyes. But guys, if you haven't been watching this, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Follow Brian more than Ciaran Clarke.
Yeah, don't follow Ciaran.
Always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.